Welcome to the Fight with Teddy Atlas. I'm Ken Rideout, joined as always by the legend, Teddy Atlas. Teddy, here today to discuss the Lomachenko-Lopez fight. What should we look for?
Well, finally, we have a fight we can get excited about. Because there's been a lot of sparring sessions going on the different networks out there, if you haven't noticed. But this one is not a sparring session. I mean, you have the number one pound for pound, at least in my estimation. You could make Lomachenko number one, you could make Crawford number one, number two. You could switch them out, whatever you want. But you have one of the top pound for pound fighters in the world. And there's no argument, the best technical fighter right now in the world, Lomachenko. And if not the best, one of the best mentally, as far as him being together and being a consistent guy. And what has he got in front of him? Oh, he has Lopez, a young 23-year-old dynamite punching fighter that has something that is beyond just the power. He's got something that a young Pacquiao had years ago, where he's got the ability, the quick feet, the explosive ability to close that gap real quick before you can react to it. You know, it's one thing to have power, it's another thing to have the delivery to get the power to the target. So at the end of the day, for me, this fight, if I was back in the days when Don King used to give titles to fights, you know, come up with the Rumble in the Jungle, I would say it's either POW or WOW. POW, I'll change this to WOW. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be WOW if Lomachenko can disarm the bomb. Because that's what he's gonna do.
Yep.
He's gonna disarm the bomb. And it's gonna be POW if he doesn't. So, without further ado, I got the bomb squad right here. Why don't we go over there into the ring? Just make sure you pull the right wire, please. Don't pull the red when you're supposed to pull the green, okay? You know what? You go first, just in case. All right, so you go this time first. I appreciate the respect. This time you go first. Yeah, coming down. Nothing blew up.
All right, so first up, Teddy, talk to me. What does Lomachenko have to do to win this fight?
Well, first of all, he's a southpaw. So he's got to take advantage of being a southpaw. This is the kind of fight there's no margin for error. You got a young 23-year-old who's very explosive, very confident. And as I said before, he closes the gaps really quick. So you have to be on your P's and Q's. So what do you want to understand? You have to understand that to a certain extent, Lopez will look to land the right hand. Why? Oh, because I'm a southpaw, and the right hand is the right hand killer. So if you're aware of that he's going to be looking for, and look, his left hook is dangerous too, no doubt about it. But Lomachenko got dropped in the Linares fight with the right hand, and you know it's going to be in the mind of Lopez and his father. And Joey Camacho, who's a former world champion, who's a trainer, does a really good job for fundamentals. He's now in the camp too. So they're gonna look for that. And it doesn't mean they're not gonna surprise you and throw a left hook once in a while. But I would start with that. So I'll be Lomachenko, southpaw position. And I wanna be cognizant of that right hand, the southpaw killer. So I want to move away from it. So I want to keep my right foot outside the left foot, and I want to move this way. So I'm moving away from the power. I'm moving away from the power. Now, Lomachenko has the best legs in the game. This ain't no problem for him. So you want to move away from and you're still cognizant of that. But here's the thing, and you're close to it, where Lopez keeps it down over here. So it takes a little time to get to the chamber. You know, you can't fire an empty gun. Gotta have the bullet in the chamber, right, baby? So he's got to get it up here a little bit. So Lomachenko's, you know, he's as smart as they come. So he knows he has a little edge here. He's got a little edge here. So again, he's stepping here, away from the right hand, away from the southpaw killer, and he's got his right hand jammed here, where he's got the southpaw one, knowing that he can keep it defensive to a certain extent before he loads that, before he gets that loaded. And use those legs. He's good at giving angles, Lomachenko. If you want to disarm a bomb, well, you pull the wires out. Pulling the wires out with a fighter is making sure he's not set. Don't let him be set on his legs. So you go over here, you go and maybe and turn him, get him off balance. Where you go over and then back, and then all of a sudden you can make a move. back the other way. You know, get him going one way, move the other way. Give him angles, give him more balance. Stay away from the southpaw killer.
Is there anything else, Lomachenko, we should be looking for from Lomachenko?
Always smart things, always smart stuff. And so we got the one where he moves away from the southpaw killer, the right hand, gets angles, gets him turning. If he's turning, he being Lopez, he can't be dangerous when he's not set, or he's a lot less dangerous. The other one is, take a page out of Pacquiao's book a little bit, being that Lomachenko's a southpaw, where you try to trick the young guy, trick the youngster a little bit, where he's gonna look to time you, where you're slipping over here, get in your head, take care, kill two birds with one stone, where you're taking care of defense and offense, where you're getting ahead, you're getting your head out of the way, and then bang, drop the left hand in. Southpaws can do that. So you slip it off, bang! So his eyes are gonna go over here. He's gonna feel that he's following Loma just the way Loma wants him to. Boom! And drop that. And then, well, since you have those wheels, those magnificent wheels that Lomachenko has, use them. You ever use FedEx?
A few times.
All right, Lomachenko uses FedEx in the ring. You go, boom! Right around, FedEx. And then when you go around them, bang, bang, deliver the package as you go around them. You know what? If he does that, well, you'll be using UPS. And Lopez will probably go to ground delivery. You know what I mean?
Yep.
One day mail, just stamps. There it is.
All right, Teddy, you told us what Lomachenko has to do, but what does Lopez have to do to win this fight?
Well, obviously, you have to know what you're fighting. We talked about that with Lomachenko. You have to know what you're in there with, what their strengths, what their weaknesses are. And with Lomachenko, you know, he's a magician. He's David Copperfield. He makes things disappear. You know, you think he's going this way, he goes that way. You know, sleight of hand. It gets you discouraged by getting dizzy, by, again, magic, not knowing what's going on. So you have to disrupt that magic. You gotta have a magic wand. And I think I know the magic wand that Lopez can have. It's called a feint. Because when you have a guy that is so good at making you miss, so good at giving angles, if you can feint him, and make him make his move prematurely, just a split second too soon, you got him. It's like being in an audience with a David Copperfield magical show, and all of a sudden you get that guy, you always got one of them, probably you, and all of a sudden says, I saw the trick! I saw it! I saw him put it with the hand, but it was over there. And that's kind of what my plan would be. So you become the southpaw, the great Lomachenko. I'm in the orthodox position, being Lopez, the explosive challenger. And if I throw, I'm gonna miss. Move your head. I throw, yeah, I'm gonna miss. I'll move this way too. I'm gonna miss. Cold punches are not gonna work with a great fighter, with a magician. But if you go ahead, you move too soon. Now I can time him. Again. Now I can time him. Lomachenko likes to use his legs to get out. Okay. No, out. Do it again. Get out. Oh, I miss. I leave myself open. And Lomachenko's going to counter. He knows what to do when somebody misses. Again, you go out. Going to leave himself available there, Lopez, if he throws a cold punch. But if he uses the feint, he moved too soon. Now he's come off to the side a little bit. Now you know where to find them. Now you can go and find them. And one other little thing, because you might need another against the pound for pound best fighter in the business right now. And that is to see if you can get Loma coming. Catch him coming, catch him going. You know that old saying. Maybe because he's like the ocean. You know, he's like waves. He comes, he goes, but he does it when he wants to do it, where he's the ocean, where he's in control. And you, my friend, become the log. It ain't fun being a log. It's not. So, what a lot of times he'll do is he'll go in and go out when he wants to get you a little bit off balance. Like, in other words, he sees you going back, he comes in. He sees you going forward, he goes out to create these gaps, create these advantages for himself. But what if, again, you tricked him? You controlled the tide. And when I go back, come after me again. Oh, I didn't go back. I stopped. I faked. I just saw it again. Bang! Then I could use the southpaw killer. Then I could use that right hand. Because I got you to cooperate with me. I became the tide controller. The moon, so to speak. Well, before it's low tide, we better get the hell out of here.
Well, for the fans at home who want to make a bet on this fight, before you give your pick, Teddy, guys, thanks to MyBookie. Check them out at mybookie.ag. Use the promo code ATLAS, ATLAS, for 100% credit on your first deposit up to $1,000. Who are we taking, Teddy?
It's hard to go against greatness. You know, he's going to find a way, I believe. I think it's dangerous. I wouldn't even be shocked if Lopez had him on the floor. Really. And most people are going to say, well, if he had him on the floor, he's staying on the floor. Great fighters find a way. They find a way. I think at the end of the day, Lomachenko will be everything he needs to be. He'll wind up giving a little schooling and unanimous decision, Lomachenko. Technique,
there you have it.
Science beats power.
All right, check it out, mybookie.ag. Use the promo code ATLAS.